Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thanksgiving Times with Thanksgiving Steve. That's me. What's up, lovers? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. You might notice we're not in my studio. We're in the kitchen, just feet away from the studio, which is definitely not my bedroom. Okay? Wait, hold on. It ain't a real Dark Times unless you start with this. Hold on.
This is absolutely lit. This is lit.
There we go, lovers. Welcome. What's up? Let me get to the chat. Say hello to everybody, and we'll get started here in a minute. If you saw the title and the caption, you know we're making a cornucopia tonight. I already peeked at the chat. I see people calling it gay, and that's all right. Okay? But that's what we're doing tonight. I just peeked at the bottom. DMS is wearing a shirt. I'm out of here. I can't win with you people. Ellie! Guys, I hope we see Ellie in the chat tonight. I'm wearing a shirt. That person will be thrilled. All right, let me say hi to everybody. Promo code Michael Earl. Elbows down. What's up, lovers? Welcome. Rainey's up in here. Bart Hutchison. Scott Starbird. Push that like button like it's a tiger lily in a cornucopia. Yeah. Lovers, Kenny. What's up, guys? Welcome. Darkmatch Stewart. Yeah. Johnny Z. Bob Cook's up in here. What's up, guys? Welcome. How's it going, lovers? Everybody got their Thanksgiving planned out? All slutting it up? Yeah, it was crazy at work today. I really didn't want to go into work. Working at the flower shop today. It wasn't that crazy, guys. It was tolerable. It was very manageable, but I didn't want to go in. I normally don't work there on Wednesdays, so. Icy Bird, what's up? What's up, lover? Welcome. Am I getting close to the bottom? Just scanning by, saying hi to everybody. I know I'm going to miss some stuff in here. Dutch Duke, what's up, guys? What's up? We're in the presence of royalty. We got Dutch Duke in here. Sniz, breaking news on the 2 guardsmen that were shot. OOG7's up in here. Sniz is in the chiz. What's the breaking news? Tell us in the chat. I'm not going to other tabs tonight. I got to get started in a minute, and I got to be done by 9 o'clock. I'll be able to do this in 30 minutes, I think. Oh, shit. Sniz says the shooter is an Afghan that Joe Biden let into the country on a visa he overstayed, and his name is Zoran Mondami. That's crazy. Isn't that the mayor of New York? Eat more coleslaw. What's up, lover? Welcome. All right, let's get started here. We got our cornucopia. This is supposed to come with a liner thing, a plastic liner that you can put a piece of foam on it and let it sit in there. I don't know where that is, so we're having to improvise here. I got a Sprouts plastic bag. You know, the Sprouts grocery bags are extremely thick. These are ideal for, is that a hole? I hope not. No, it's not. Okay. These are ideal for kitty litter. Anybody want some tips? You want a good grocery bag that you won't have little grains of litter leaking through? You go with Sprouts. All right, we're just going to stuff that in there like that and cut the excess. It doesn't have to be perfect, but basically You do want to kind of I should cut it back a little further. Can you guys see what the fuck I'm doing? Okay. What do I got here? Okay. Okay. So see what we got there? We just made our own plastic liner. Look at us. We're independent women. We don't need no man. Just cleaning this up a little more. Really, the flowers are going to come all out right here, and this should be hidden for the most part. All right. Let me get the foam. We've got water bottles on the ground over here. All right, so here's our floral foam. I don't even know what kind of shape we're going to cut here. Are you guys still here? What's up, guys? Entertain yourselves in the chat while you watch, okay? All right. How should I do this? What do we got here? So I think if I kind of just cut it at an angle, like that, it should kind of fit back in there. Let's see what we got here. Doesn't really need to, the foam doesn't really have to exactly go all the way back in there. I'm going to cut this corner off. You talking about me, Rainey? Carve that block into the shape of a boner. You know what? If I had another block of foam, I would try to do, and the time, I would try to do that. Guys, I did legs today. Why are my arms looking like this? What the hell? What? Why are the triceps popping? What the hell's going on around here? Okay, that's bizarre. Let's just move past that, okay? Try to ignore my muscles. I should have worn a better shirt. Where's Ellie? Is Ellie in the chat? We're going to miss Ellie from last night. We are. I am, at least. Okay, how should I do this? It's been a long time since I've made one of these. Let's just be real. Let me be honest. It's been over a year since I made one of these, and it's leaking all over the place. Where's that tray thing I had? Ah, here we go. Aha. Yeah, so that's why you need the liner. There's a plastic liner that comes with it. Did I cut this back too far? No, it's fine. This is fine. Now, if a customer were to buy this, you wouldn't fucking send them this unless you really were desperate. Okay, so now we get to start with the shit. These are the little turds that I'm talking about. The shit flowers. Let's untie this. I'm hoping these sunflowers open, but I don't know if they're going to. Okay, let's see what we got here. So I just have a mix of fall color stuff. We got some yellow buttons, some fall color daisies, red, bronze stuff, and red roses, some red carnations. And I think this is a yellow lily, but it hasn't opened. And some pieces of some like wheat straw stuff too. So we'll see where this goes. I don't have much greens. A lot of the time for something like this, you like to like sort of put in some greens to cover the foam ahead of time. Because once you start making it, let me go just right there. Okay. Once you start making it, you want to make sure that you just can't see down into it and see the foam and anything you're trying to cover. I don't have that many greens. I only grab like 2 stems of this. And this stuff too, the variegated pittosporum or something. It's called something like that. So anyway, we'll see where this goes. I'll just kind of start trying to cover everything. Guys, this is so gay. I'm sorry, but I have to make this, okay? And there's someone out there that might want to know how to do this or just be curious of what the steps are. Okay? I'm sorry. We'll talk about Israel again another night, I promise, okay? So yeah, this is leather leaf, and it, as you can see, you can kind of break it into sections like this, and you're just going over and covering. And really, I don't have to do this to start like this, but anyway, so as you can see now, you kind of see you're getting a shape to it. I don't know what I should put in first. Now, sometimes when you're doing foam stuff, or really this goes with the vases too. Sometimes the best thing to do is to get in the bigger stems. You got sunflowers that have, these aren't that bad, but you got sunflowers that have a stem like this, and then, you'll have stuff like this. Okay, obviously you want to get this in there ideally sooner so that once there's a bunch of holes poked in and stuff going through, you won't have to struggle to shove this in somewhere. It's easier to get the smaller stuff in kind of after. So I'll probably do that. I don't even have my cutters. Damn it. Scissors might work, I guess. Okay. What do we want to do? How do we want to do this? About there. So yeah, and then you just have to get the stems in there. I would say at least I try to get them at least in there 1.5 inches-ish, bare minimum, so that they can actually drink from the foam. Here. Some florists have like rules for how they place stuff in these. I just wing it. I just put stuff in until I think it looks nice. I'm the worst for teaching. I really shouldn't even be doing this video. Let's go over here. My cat's coming to see what's going on. This one's down here. Getting them in there. Let me get a few more things in. I'll show you my progress. All right, let's see. Lily, let's figure out where we're going to put this. And again, we got buds here. I don't know exactly how this is going to open. Sometimes with the lily, if you want to see this, I'll show you. If you can barely see it's like trying to open, you can roll it. You got to be careful. You don't want to press too hard. Once you roll it, it kind of breaks the edges up. And then you can go in with your finger and carefully pop it open. So at least it's showing a little bit of color. What are you doing, cat? This cat's been dying to fuck these flowers up ever since I brought him home. Go with this. Just okay, so yeah, I got a bunch of daisies. My roses left. Roses, let me show you how to. Some people might actually. Oh, Heather Wiz. What's up, Heather's? Heather Wiz is up in here. I should be checking on the chat more. Oh, Jessica Farrens. What's up? What's up? Love the stash. Thank you. So one place on my head that I can consistently grow hair now. So that's how that works. Leave a place to put your boner. Man, I swear, you guys trying to make me seem more gay than I am. Come on, guys. I don't need help with that. All right, let me show you guys how to, now that I know there's some women in here, you might appreciate this. You want to see how to open a rose up? These look good. These are like fairly developed. They look nice. So I really don't have to open these. But let me show you the difference. You take your petals. You got to be careful with this, and some of them are fragile. I'll show you up close better. It's this camera. All right. You take your petal and you sort of like fold it. Once you start getting in, it gets a little bit more difficult. But you take the petal and just fold it. You can kind of feel like the stiffer part in the center of the petal. And once you feel that kind of bend over, it'll stay. And you just keep going around a little bit. And it makes the rose like 2-3 times the size. It takes up more room. And it looks a lot nicer. Let me show you compared after I'm done with this. And again, if they aren't fresh roses and they're, sometimes you can rip the petals and stuff, you just got to be careful. So yeah, look at the difference we got there. Look at that. That right there looks fucking crazy. This is the same, it's the same rose, the same kind of rose, except you just fold the petals back. Look at that. That's fucking nuts. Looks like a hibiscus or something. Looks huge. Okay. Where's my, all right. Let's stuff some of these in here. I don't want to go too big with this thing, so with the whole arrangement. Shove him there. We'll open the rest of these. I'm deflowering, whatever you want to call it, you know. If it's like, in order to enjoy this video, you have to make it weird, that's okay with me. That's all right. I just appreciate the support. Look at that. Look at that. That's fucking nuts. That looks so nice. Oh, excuse me. Okay, where are we going with this one? We're going to go down here, maybe? We got one more rose. Generally speaking, if you're working at a flower shop, it's a toss up whether you do this. If you're in a rush, you don't have the time. But it's like, it takes up so much more room that it actually kind of saves you time. Like, I'd have to put in, to cover that much space, you'd have to put in at least like 2 more stems or something else. So it's like, it kind of saves you time. It takes time, but it's, you know, I haven't really done the math myself or timed how much it would really save you, but yeah, it just looks so nice. Where should I go with this? Should I go up here? What else do I have? We'll go down here. That's fine. I don't know what the hell this is called, but I got one of those. Those are cool. It's Thanksgiving vibes. All right, so I kind of got my main premium things in here. So we're just going to fill with this other stuff, the daisies and the buttons. Actually, yeah, let me get the buttons in here. Sometimes these yellow buttons, there's different colors, but sometimes these can be a pain in the ass to get them to do what you want. So I'm going to put these in here next. Let's see. Could have left that too long. It's going to be too long. Yeah, we got it in. Can you guys see it? So see, it's coming along. It'll be something. Some of that. Pop some of these off. All right. Oh, fuck. What did I break? I broke one of the lily things. Oh, well. It'll be fine. Nobody freak out. We're good. Put a few more of these darker daisies in here, or mums. These aren't daisies, I guess. What's the horn called? Do I have to cut, or is ripping okay with what? You don't have to cut. Oh, if you're talking about with the stems, like cutting the stems. So there's some flowers that do prefer to like be cut, you could say. Really, you can and the way we do it at in the business, I mean, it's pretty much like whatever, as long as the stem gets a fresh break on it that it can drink from, you're good. Sometimes it's easier just to snap the stems instead of cutting them. It's quicker that way. So yeah, I mean, you don't really have to cut. I don't know if they, so it's funny for some stuff to drink. I mean, they say if you're trying to get the flowers to develop quicker, that you want as much surface area exposed. Like if you go for a stem, if you cut it like this, just straight laterally, or well horizontally this way, then you've got that much surface area. It's just a straight across cut, and it's flat on the bottom. But if you cut it like this, there you have that slant, and it's a lot more surface area for the water to get in. So that's one thing to take into account. If the flowers are a little bit like thirstier, like from shipping or something, you might want to do a diagonal sort of cut to get more surface area. So we're just filling this. Let me pop in a few of these to break up those red tones. What do we got here? These are cool. Shove this in here, maybe take one more of these off. Got one stem of Alstroemeria, which is like call it like a Peruvian lily, I think is the other name for it. It's like similar to a lily, kind of. How should I put this in? We'll go over here, maybe. Should I even put any of these carnations in here? I don't know. We're gonna put him here. Let's put this like in between the lilies, maybe something up here. I don't know what these are called, but these are cool. Looks like a mud dauber nest or something. Shorter. And we're gonna put some of the. You see how it's coming along now. Check that out. It's coming along there, chat. Look at those roses. Is that not fucking insane? It looks so nice. Maybe to sort of, they got a, cool thing on this side. Maybe we'll offset with a couple of these coming out of that side. Like right here. How many do I got? I got 3 of these. One thing that looks kind of cool, if you put the wheat stems in there and then shove your little stick pieces. Shove a couple of these coming out. Just sort of gives it a cool look. I have another one? I do. This other one back here, maybe? Just gave him a little bit of a haircut, that's all. And shove these little sticks down in there. All right, we're just about done with the flowers pretty much. I guess we'll shove, we got some fall leaves. Are you guys still in here? I'm sorry, I haven't been in the chat. Oh shit, I'm late. That means I got to hit this bowl. Guys, this is 100% legal CBD. If you see me act a little bit goofy, like I'm getting stoned, it's all placebo effect, okay? Oh my God. Oh. What's up, guys? Sorry, yeah, I know. I'm in, my head's in the game here. I'm trying to get this done. Look how far we've come, though. Check this out. Doesn't that look fucking awesome? Those roses. Check that out, guys. Only takes if you're really doing it all from scratch and kind of improvising, it only takes you like 30 minutes. Anytime I give someone one of these, they shit their pants. Normally, what I gift people is the Christmas centerpieces. People love getting some nice flowers. Where should we put this? Shove this like down in here. These fall leaves are dried, so they don't have to stick into the foam really. Let's do this here. Check that out. Should I throw a carnation? Guys, should I do a carnation in here or not? Jessica Farrens. Well, yes, stay. I'll do it on. I'll do it on Facebook too. I did it last year. I did a couple of the centerpieces on stream, but yeah, I'll definitely make some more on stream this year. They're cool to make, and I normally, like I said, I normally make those for as gifts for some people around Christmas. So yeah. All right, let's go with some more greens. We're gonna put some of this in there. This is a really good greenery to have, this variegated pittosporum stuff. It covers a lot of space. Yeah, I meant to do this last year, but I got too busy making the what's it called? The sweet potato casserole. Here's my sweet potatoes up here. I'm gonna make it this year too. Okay. Put this piece there. This stuff you can it's nice because you can kind of cut it up into different sizes, and normally it's got a lot of variation to it. You can kind of put it all over the place. Let's see. Let's see. And you're just kind of making sure you can't see the foam. You put your main flowers in first, kind of. You don't even have to do it that way. Some people do it reverse, where they put filler stuff in first and kind of leave space for the premium flowers. But in this case, that's one thing when you're working with the foam, you have to be careful. I've never had to start over, but if you put too many holes in this foam, it'll just fall apart. It's all of this is being held together by, the one fucking block that I have in there. And if you put too many in there, it'll just crumble. This is some tree fern. I actually have like some of a different variation of this growing in my yard. And I take it into work here and there just to save a buck when we're running low. All right, what do we need? Let's put this here, and that'll still give room for our lily to open up, but it'll fill the space until it. Oh, I just broke that. Okay, that's fine. Hey, look, I didn't need that. Okay, then where should we go? Put some of this down here so you can't see in here. We're going to put some more. I also got this stuff. This is called seeded eucalyptus. This is going to give it some really cool texture too. Let's go here. Oh, that's cool. Where are we going? We do a little bit coming out of here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. put this last chunk down here to give this some more, you know, some more of a look down here. And that there. I haven't made one of these in a long time. I'm really happy this is actually looking okay. Because I was concerned. I was like, man, what if this looks like shit? What if I do this in front of everybody and completely make a fool out of myself? That's always a risk, guys, especially with my stream, just in general. I'm going to pop in a few more of the buttons. Ooh, there we go, down here. Do like one over here. All right, let me pop in some more of this to cover the green or the foam. Nice. Pop in a piece of this here. That'll cover that nicely. I could call that done. We're just about there. We're pretty much there. Don't leave anything out that I really want to put in there. Let me look in the next room because I had some fall stuff in here. I don't know where I left it. Just give me 1 second. I found it. I'm not going to use any of this though. I didn't remember what I had. This is just like some dollar store shit. A little straw bale. Hey, you know what? I might put this out on the table just for looks. Holy fuck, this thing is messy and falling apart. I might kick this around like a hacky sack and get all the loose pieces off and put that on the table. I guess we're done. Right? You guys see any holes? I'll put a little tiny piece there and I think we're good. I didn't need the carnations. When I grabbed those, I was like, just grabbing them because we have a lot. I probably won't even use them. And yeah, here we go, guys. We're done. It looks like a Rice Krispie treat. It does. This little fucking thing. But yeah, check it out, guys. You're a florist now. Congratulations. You've passed the class. All you had to do was get in the chat and have fun. Now you're a florist. I'll lift the thing up by itself so you can see it. But yeah, check it out. You just got everything kind of covered. Now, yeah, when I go to water this, it's going to be a pain in the ass, but that's okay. I just had to improvise. But yeah, check that out. Can you guys see it? There you go. Done diddly un. Let me see if I have my floral spray. Ooh, I do. Yeah, so there's this stuff too. Just while we're here, I may as well show you because I wanted to spray them. The greens that are in here, your different kind of greenery. This is what florists do. This is called green glow. It's plant polish. All you have to do is spray it on the leaf. Some people wipe it off. If you don't go too heavy with it, you don't have to wipe off excess. All you got to do, spray the parts where you got your greenery, and it makes it shiny. See, I don't know if you can see how that looks just by itself. And then can you see how gives it that wet, fresh look? But yeah, this stuff, I know you might be like, I'm not a florist, I'm not going to buy this. Bro, this is WD-40. Just so y'all know, if you need, if you have this as someone who fucks with flowers, this works as WD-40. You got squeaky door hinges or whatever, you have to lube something metal up or whatever. This works. So it doesn't hurt to keep that on hand. All right, guys, I do got to get out of here. We're done. Y'all like the wet look, huh? Amazon will have something like this. If you look for plant polish spray, there's different brands, but Green Glow is like the cream of the crop for the floral industry, at least from what I've seen. That's the best stuff right there, the Green Glow. And it smells the best. Some of the other stuff smells like bug spray or something. How much for what? Green Glow? This is cheap. That's the thing too. This is cheaper than WD-40 and it works. It's funny. I'd always kept this at my house because I would play the drums and I have a double bass pedal. If anybody out there is familiar with a double bass pedal. Oh, how much would I charge for this? This, if you went to a flower shop, this is like $60. You could, it depends what you get, what you're paying for your flowers from the wholesale. You can kind of work with people a little bit, but this you could definitely get like 65 for, or if you're being really nice, maybe like 50 something. Yeah, it's got a lily, 3 roses, 3 sunflowers, a few stems of daisies, alstro. Yeah, like at least 55, 60 bare minimum. Plus the labor cost too, because these do take a minute. Oh, what did Rainey guess that? Oh, Icy Bird. Yeah, you were on it too. Yeah, you guys were doing guesses. That's funny. No, for real. You could. There's definitely shops that would charge a lot more for this. From the shop I work at, this is probably like 60, 65. There's definitely shops that would do like 75 for something like this. Especially if sometimes around the holidays, we really get ripped off. The fucking wholesalers and sometimes it's just crazy. We're paying it's fucked up how close to retail cost you will come to paying for stems of flowers as as a retailer buying from wholesale. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got to clean this mess up a little bit here, and I got to get out of here. But yeah, we'll be live. When will we be live next? Shit, I don't know. Maybe I'll hop on tomorrow for a minute. Probably not, because I'm gonna have a busy morning. I gotta. Oh, that broke. I might shove him in there. I don't know. I got a busy morning. I gotta work out and make my casserole, and then go help with other Thanksgiving shit and whatever. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, that Sniz, yeah, you too. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. I hope you guys have a great holiday. Everybody enjoy time with your family. I hope it works out well. Don't don't get into political arguments with your family unless it's about who killed Charlie Kirk. Then you definitely need to pull up some clips of Candace Owens dropping bombs on people. Okay? You tell them the feds are lying and you argue with them until you're blue in the face, till you've cleared the fucking table. You tell them the feds did it, you fucking idiots. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you for clicking on the video. I love you guys for real. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you guys for all the support. I really appreciate it. We'll see about tomorrow and Friday. I might skip tomorrow because I'll be busy with all kinds of shit, friends and family, as I hope you guys are too. But maybe I'll hop on just for a minute in case there's anybody lonely out there that wants to chill for a minute and say hi. And yeah, we'll go from there. Maybe Friday, Sunday run day. We'll see what happens. But yeah, everybody take it easy. I love you.